Ladies and gentlemen, I would personally welcome you to an episode of the Leberry Season Podcast. I am your host, OVO Berry, Lee Berry, neighborhood PJ Tucker, and as always,
it's your boy DJ checking in. Y'all follow me on the gram at __ next, the number one up. We got a good show for y'all today. Let's tune in. You dig?
Don't forget to follow us on YouTube, LEBERRYSZN, Apple Podcasts, LEBERRYSZN, on Twitter, LEBERRYSZN. Got a good show, man. Got a good show today, man.
Man, I don't think they're ready for what we got.
I'm not ready for us today, man.
I don't think they're ready, man.
But before we get into talks, I just want to say congratulations to the co-host DJ.
I appreciate
from
that.
the DeKalb County Fire Department today, man. How you feeling, man?
Man, I'm blessed, man. Let me tell you, words can't describe how I'm feeling right now, B. You know, we started the academy back in January of this year. We were supposed to graduate in June, but due to COVID-19, they put our academy on hold for 2 more months. So I was supposed to graduate in June, and I graduated today. I will be a firefighter starting today, and I'm loving it, man. I'm living my dream job.
Hey, you feeling good, man?
I'm feeling great, man.
So before we get to like the topics, can we break down something real quick? Because the journey hasn't been easy, of course.
It hasn't.
So can we talk about what your lowest point was through all of this, and how you got through that, and what led you to get to where you are now?
Of course. For those that know my story a little bit, they know that I used to be a firefighter out in Augusta, Georgia. That was back in 2017. I resigned in 2018 because in Augusta they want you to be a EMT, an emergency medical technician, and within a certain time frame, I was unable to get that, so I had the option to resign. So I did. The objective was to resign in 2018. When I did resign and I moved back to the Atlanta, Georgia area to get my EMT and to go right back into the fire service. Along that way, you know, I went to school for about 3 months, and somewhere in the midst of all that, I ended up dating somebody, which is my ex right now. You know, I didn't have no money coming in, didn't have a job. You know, I was really low, you know, and that test, and anybody who's taken any type of medical certification test, especially EMT, they know how difficult it can be.
No joke, you can't mess up on those.
You can't mess up on that. You gotta know the ins and outs. You gotta know pharmacology, the anatomy, the physiology of the body and all that. So I took it the first time and I failed it. Took it again and I failed it. And at that point in my life, I just kind of gave up on it because it was just so hard. I didn't want, you know, to just put all my eggs in this one basket and it don't work out.
Yeah.
So at that point, now let's fast forward to maybe September. In September of 2019, I was considering being a police officer, correctional officer at that point. And, you know, at that point, my parents were like, come on, D, like, this ain't you. You don't want to be a cop. You really just pulling for straws, which I was. But at the same time, it's like, dang, I'm dating this girl. You know, I don't have any money. She got 2 jobs. She's in school. And as a man, like, that's like a pride thing. Like, you don't want your woman to be out working you, and you just sitting back not doing anything. So I'm putting in applications for this sheriff department, a police job over here, police job over here.
Yeah, man, I rode with you one day to some county so you can apply for it. We went to like 2 counties in one day.
We did back-to-back applications. I'm having interviews, and one day, you know, I got interviewed for DeKalb County, and they hired me. Well, it just so happened that was the same day that I passed my National Registered EMT test, my certification test. So once I passed it, I was almost in that like point, like, okay, which one do I take? This this person over here, they offered me a job to be a police officer, but I finally got my EMT, which is what I needed in order to continue the job I've always wanted to do.
Yeah.
Guaranteed money,
Dream
or the dream money. I'll take my chances with the dream. So this is what I did. I applied for DeKalb County. I went through their hiring process, the physical test, the psychological test, the interviews, all that. And I started the academy in January, and here I am right now standing before you today as a certified DeKalb County firefighter, and I love it.
I'm happy, man.
Appreciate it.
People think that it's easy, just chasing your dreams.
It's not.
I'm in the midst of that. I'm trying to, do what I'm trying to do to get my dreams chased. So I mean, it's gonna be some bumps, and like I said, if ain't no bumps, ain't no. It's not. We don't like easy stuff, man. We got. This is how life it is, man.
I tell people all the time, life for me ain't never been a crystal stair. It ain't never been a crystal stair. It had thorns, boards torn up, had nails in it too, but you gotta overcome it. I tell people this all the time. I say, look, anybody can dream and vision themselves in that type of lifestyle. But in order to get there, you gotta, I mean, that the dreaming part, that's free. Yeah. The vision, that's free, but the grind is sold separately. You gotta be able to do something that separates yourself from the others that want the same dream you do.
So you said, you remember what month this was, 2018, when you resigned?
Yeah, it was June or July of 2018 when I resigned.
So we're looking at 2 years of just uncertainty.
Uncertainty. Yeah. I was just in no man's land, just out there, just out there, like don't know which way, which direction. At that point, I was like doubting myself and in my religion, like God, like come on, man, like I'm praying to you, I'm going to church, I'm tithing all the time. Like why are you doing this to me? But then it didn't dawn on me till I remember, and my grandmother used to always tell me this. Rest in peace to my grandmother. She used to always say that God gives his toughest battles to his toughest soldiers. And I believe that now, so it all makes sense.
I think mine was from 2014, from graduating high school, probably till I fully transferred to like downtown Georgia State, because I didn't get accepted into Georgia Southern. I wanted to go to Georgia Southern.
Right.
Then, back in the day, remember like at our high school they used to pass out like college-bound T-shirts and stuff? Yep. I never got one because I didn't know what I was.
I never got one either, but I think part of me was because I didn't really have that urge to really go to college, because I kind of already knew what I wanted to do. Yeah. Right.
So from seeing everybody like moving at the end of the day doing stuff, I got down about that. I probably didn't fully feel like myself from like August 2014 so prior to I transferred to state, which was around February 2017. So 3 years, like we said, 2.5 years just uncertainty. Like, you don't know what you're going through. You don't know what's what.
But your time is coming. You just gotta trust the process.
You're not yourself, but hey, it all works out, man.
So what did you do to overcome the feeling that you had? Like, I mean, how does Barry look at like a negative and somehow turn it to a positive? Because
I really like salute to y'all, like you, Quan, Turo, Jeremy, Pac-Man. I stayed, like y'all kept me up, y'all supported me, hanging out with y'all helped a lot. Family members pushing me on. Then like you see how many people didn't get to do what they get to do later on in life. So it's like I still have a chance to keep fighting. So that was my motivation, just to keep fighting, keep pushing my dreams. Cause I knew it's not gonna be easy. Then you just have to look into yourself, like you said, have good faith. Remember those people who told you that life's gonna be hard, and you just got to keep working, man. Just don't give up. Keep chasing your dreams. Do what you got to do. So that helped out a lot. Family, like I said, my friends, faith, and then just knowing that it's gonna be a long journey to get to where you want to be to in life. Like we said, 2 years really nothing compared to a lifetime.
Yeah, but let me tell you, them 2 years, it made you feel like it's forever, boy. You hear me?
You, man.
Like 2 years and you just being on your ass and you just like you struggling, man. Like you ain't. It got to a point where I couldn't even sleep comfortably.
That's what I'm saying.
I knew it was like, bro, there's something that there's something I could be doing, or it's something that's coming towards my way. I just can't put my finger on it. And you know the crazy part about it? I work for this county, but the crazy part about it was both my parents worked for DeKalb County Fire.
Now where you want to be?
Exactly. I've always wanted to go to DeKalb, but when the first time I really wanted to go. I think I was like maybe 19 or 20. The only problem was a lot of people still knew my parents, so I didn't want to live under their shadows. And my mom had just retired, so it's like I gotta prove myself now. But I waited for the people that actually knew my parents kind of to die down a little bit, and then that's when I cashed in my ticket and then tried to make a name for myself.
It's just funny how me, you know, shout out to little cousin Nolan,
big
my
shout
other
out
best friend from Columbus, Jonathan. Like, we all graduated in like 2020. That's just funny for me because it is. Who would have thought that, you know,
in 2020,
three of my closest, like 3 people I find like artists in their family. It was like we all just do what we did in 2020, man. Like,
I mean, it's a blessing.
Oh, COVID stuff that came through, like, you know, me get kicked out the dorms and stuff. I couldn't sleep till like 5 o'clock every night because I didn't know what was gonna happen with life. But hey, we finally made it, man.
I mean, there's only one word for that. That's God, man.
Thanks, man.
It's God.
You ready to get some shit,
man? Let's get into it.
All right. So last week we focused around, I guess, being ghosted by a woman. So how would that do? This time, let's put in the field that we're doing good. Like we're consistently talking to the girl, you know. Now, when are you ready to take a girl on a date?
If we've been talking now for about 3 weeks, I get about 3 weeks. I get about 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Yeah, 3 weeks. Like I said, but I'm not doing anything major. I want to do something that's simple, chill. You know, something that I could just catch another vibe from.
Yeah.
Let me see where her head is at.
Yeah,
see if this is even gonna work out.
Yeah, because you just can't jump up for like first meetup, like let's hang out. No, you gotta like talk to them, see what their mind is. You know, little small stuff. I'm gonna say
you can't talk to everybody. And matter of fact, after we get done with this segment, I'm gonna tell you and the people a story on why you shouldn't just want to see everybody off rip. Yeah. And this is a true story. I cannot make this up. This is a true story.
I think I'm gonna go
after the segment
3 weeks to a month, maybe, depending on how the vibes are and how much I like. If we clicking connectedly, like we clicking instantly like that, and then you know just what's going on around work, you know, work, life, stuff like that. See like when's a good free time. So I think I'm gonna go with that 3 weeks. See how much are we talking in 3 weeks? Like are we consistently like maybe not ghosting? You know, are we doing like you know? Maybe every couple of hours we texting, you know, there's not one text a day, stuff like that. You know, how often we communicating. So yeah, I'm gonna go with that 3 weeks. So I asked the ladies on Twitter what they said, and we got after texting about 2 or 3 weeks consistently, after 2 weeks of talking, and then another one says, when I feel like we vibed and had a good time getting to know each other, you know, talking and texting on the phone.
Yeah, and that's respectful. Yeah. That's
so the biggest thing here, consistent that we've seen constantly is how much are we communicating? So communication is a huge role in talking to getting to know somebody. So we can't be on that, you know, 3 months like you said.
No, man. If it's 3 months, we don't even got to worry about that.
We can just keep it going.
We just, we just
Merry Christmas, that's it. So you want to talk, how many times a day do you want to talk to a woman when you're trying to get to know her?
Honestly, I want to talk to a good amount of the day. I'm not saying every hour, on the hour. Yeah. But I would like to.
Just not too disrespectful, you know.
Exactly.
3 hours, you know.
Yeah,
hey.
But I would like to at least make the most of our time. You could get to know somebody in a good amount. Like, okay, so there's 24 hours in a day.
Yeah.
If you just take, let's just say half the day. And that's just me being nice. That's just me being happy. Let's just say half the day. I feel like you can get a lot accomplished if y'all talk about the right things. It can't be, hey, what you doing?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. No, we want to talk about, all right, hey, you mentioned you was in school. What's your major?
Yeah, what's your plan?
What made you get into that major?
Yeah.
Okay, now what do you plan on doing with that major? Okay, have you tried to do this? Have you tried doing that? All right, cool. Now tell me about your family.
Yeah.
What does your mom do? Dad? You know.
What are you looking for to find somebody you can have a good time on a date with?
Beauty, of course. I just can't date.
Well, not physical, but like in the conversations. Like, are there any things that you are looking for like between the lines that can say, all right,
Yes.
me and her can vibe real well.
The conversation, the intellect. If we having conversations and it's dry, if I'm asking you questions that you should know or at least have some form of a knowledge on, even if you don't know specifically, but you're at least willing to make an attempt to listen and try to get a better understanding on, I can rock with you.
Okay, now you said being dry.
I like to politic me a lot.
All right, now let me bring this up. I saw a girl post on Instagram. She says, me through text, it was 1 out of 5 stars.
I seen pictures like that.
Me on FaceTime, it's like 3 out of 5 stars. And then me on person, it's 5 out of 5 stars.
It's still the same person at the end of the day.
So,
in my opinion.
Okay. If the texting is bad, but the phone calls and the FaceTime is good, does that balance out for you?
It can, because I understand people can't really text that good, but they can chatter all the time. Like they'll talk they'll talk your head off. You know what I'm saying? So I get that, but it's just something that they have to really work on.
I think I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the best person to be on the phone with. I'm just like naturally shy. So me holding a conversation, I can hold a conversation if I want to.
Facts.
It's just like hard for me. It's just hard for me to pull the strings out sometimes. So I like texting a lot. I like FaceTime a lot. Like let me look at you. Let me see what you got on. Like I don't care about the bottom of your head. I just want to see your face.
I don't like when a woman like if they FaceTime me, the camera can be pointed up to the ceiling, or they talking in the background to their friends. Like, I called you, talk to me. You can talk to them anytime. Talk to me.
Girl, I like how you looking at Bonnie. I don't care about all of that.
Yeah, like if you in your bed and your lights off, just turn your lights on real quick. We ain't gonna. I ain't gonna keep you up all night. Just turn your lights on in about 5-10 minutes. You can go right back to bed.
So you don't care about texting or FaceTime as long as something's a balance between.
If there's a balance, then we straight.
So now let's say this. Say y'all texting well, the phone calls are well, but she's dry in person. Does that bother you?
And it does. I'm like, where the fuck is that energy at? Where's that energy at? Like, I want that.
Now something's throwing you off, right?
Yeah, now I'm like, hold on, big fella. It's like we was just kicking it right here in these conversations. We was talking this way. Now I get you. It's like you nervous or something. Like, nah, don't be nervous now.
Has that happened to you before? Like, you've been on a date with a girl and she's not who she was on the phone. She's like, I don't know, maybe shy or.
I guess.
Not but the hype didn't seem to what it was.
Yeah, I did that about once or twice.
How do you handle those situations?
You just gotta. To me, I feel like you just gotta match the vibe, man.
So if she dry, you dry.
Yeah, if she dry, I'm dry. I told you I cannot put in any more effort than a female gives me.
I feel like as a man, you might have to, so why are you so quiet, So how your day going? Like, so what's up with you? Like, you good? Like, I think you might gotta pull it out of her sometimes.
You can try to do that, and that's all handy dandy. That's cool and all. But some of these women, they just gonna be stuck in their ways.
Yeah. And
I'm not saying it's all women. Yeah, I'm gonna say that one more time for me and you and the people. That is not all women. Mm-hmm. All women are not stuck in their ways, but you do have a good amount of them that are.
You want to get to your story now? You want to answer the next question first?
Yeah, I might as well bring it up now. So you mentioned earlier about just you want to get to know somebody.
Yeah.
Before you take them out.
Yeah.
That's true. Very true. Back in 2018, I had met this girl out and about mall or whatnot, and we was talking for maybe about 2 weeks, and she had hit me up on the phone one night. I think it was like maybe 10:15 that night. And we was texting. So by the time we got done texting, it was like maybe 11 something.
Yeah.
And she hit me up. She was like, "Hey, look, I got a free crib. Do you want to come over to the house? Maybe we just watch a movie, chill out."
The free Kripski.
Yeah, the free Kripski. So I was like, "Shit, all right, cool." Now I wasn't thinking. It's 11 o'clock at night. The only thing I did was just throw some sweats on. I just went over to her house. But by the time I got there, I see her. She's outside, and she's like on her phone a little bit. So I pulled up. I said, "Hey, why are you outside?" She was like, "Oh no, I was just waiting for you." So I was like, "Okay." So we finally link up, and she's walking real slow to her door, right? Well, her door was closed. So
wait, what door was closed? The bedroom door?
No, the outside door that lead into her apartment.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So what happened was, she's turning it kind of slow, and she finally opens the door, and she's walking real slow. So now, by the time she opened the door, all I see is like pitch black. Like you can't see anything in her house.
Yeah,
So she's walking inside, and you know, she was like, "Hey, you want to just come in?" I was like, "Nah, you could turn some lights on." Now, keep in mind, I'm outside. She just went inside the apartment, so I'm standing outside. I'm looking around. She said, "Oh no, don't be scared. Just come inside." I said, "I'm not scared. I'm just saying, like, just turn some lights on. I'm not walking in
some lights."
Exactly. I'm not walking inside nobody's house.
Yeah, when it's pitch black. That's
when
weird.
it's pitch black. So she was like, "All right, fine." So what happened was she's still walking slow. Now, as she's walking, keep in mind, she said she had a free crib.
Yeah.
As she's walking, tell me why I'm hearing another set of steps that's not matching the steps that she's taking. So if you like me, I'm all about situational awareness. So as I'm hearing it, my heart starts jumping like.
You picking up something.
As she turns the lights on, I see two guys come around the corner to the front door towards me. Right? They had one had like a bandana across his face. One dude had like a mask or whatnot, and all black hoodie. So now I'm looking at them, they look at me, and I turn around.
Yeah.
I go straight to my car, like I'm fast walking to my car. So they finally like kind of catch up to me, and I finally like trying to get my key, because I didn't have the button to unlock my car. I had that old school truck, you know what I'm saying? So I had to like put the key inside the door and try to
unlock it.
So now my heart jumping. I got two guys that like they following me. Finally, I got my door open. Close the door. I'm trying to put the key in the ignition. And next thing you know, one of the guys is up to my car window. "Hey man, we just want to talk to you, bro." "Hey, nah, bro, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that." So I'm like nervous now, because here this guy, man, he flashing a gun to my face. It was a setup.
Oh yeah.
It was a setup. I guess she would try to get her brothers or her friends or whatnot, get me inside the house. They jump on me. They probably try to get my money. But I didn't have no money in my name anyway.
Yeah.
I don't carry cash.
For real.
Thank God that I picked up on those senses.
Yeah.
Man, I put that key in the ignition, and they still banging on my window. You would have thought I did something off a movie, man. I put that in reverse. You feel me?
Right.
Hey.
Let me tell y'all.
But
this is not the newest truck either, man.
This not the newest truck. This that was a 91. You hear me? B, when I tell you, I called her on the way home. Now, keep in mind, my adrenaline is going now. Like I'm breathing all hard. I'm sweating. I called her. I said, you trying to set me up. And she hung up the phone. I said, okay, now I see. But I just want to thank God, man, because that whole situation could have really went left. It could have went left. It could have really went left, because you just don't know who you're dealing with nowadays. So but like I said,
this is like booty call hours. What you say? It was
It was 11 o'clock at night. So isn't it crazy about it? Ain't nobody was talking about booty though. That's the crazy. She just said, just come over and just chill. I was like, all right, cool. And I wasn't even thinking. I said, damn, it is kind of awkward. You hit me up like 11 o'clock at night. If you want to hang out with me, why didn't you do it like 7 o'clock in the evening?
So y'all never talked anything spicy before this? It was just come
we
over.
just chill. It's good conversation.
Yeah, I think that's what Marge meant by we not going to nobody's house on the first.
And you know what? Shout out to Mara, man, because now I see what she talking about. Let me tell you something. The first time, nah, bro. So now, like every girl now, like I try to date. I was like, nah, if we can't go out to a restaurant or like a bar, where some people are around, I'm straight on you, bro. I'm straight.
All right, let me get to the next question, man. So I say, fellas, what factors come in when you want to spend? What factors do you think on when you decide when you want to spend money on a female or somebody you're interested in?
Her attitude.
All right, we got one says, well, they spend the money back. All right, so I mean, a little respectable. One says, I love buying my girl sneakers. All right, I guess I guess you the man then, huh? You buying girl sneakers, you buying your girl sneakers.
Who said that? I don't want to know who said that.
I'm gonna show you. I'm not gonna tell you what it is. All right.
So we can't name drop.
No, don't name drop this one.
I should have known. I should have known.
I'm not gonna lie, man. Me being a sneaker, I was on the buy one shoes. But
I'm not buying no woman no sneakers.
So she can walk out your life.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Then she'll wear those around some other guy. I'm not buying no woman no sneakers, bro. I'll buy anything, but I'm not buying no sneakers. No watch, because that means it's time for us to end things. No shoes, you're gonna walk out my life.
Would you feel disrespected if you seen a woman you used to talk to or used to deal with, you bought her, let's say either a small piece of jewelry, like a T-shirt, like a jacket, and she's on the ground and she's laid up, she's hanging with some guy, she's wearing that same piece of clothing. Would that upset you?
Yeah, that would, because I bought that for you.
Yeah.
Like, why are you wearing around somebody else? I feel like that is kind of disrespectful.
Like, I know you thought about me when you put that on.
You got to.
You got to. Like,
it's like anything you bought her that she actually wears. At one point in time, she looks at those shoes and she can't say, "Oh, well, I bought these." Nah, somebody else bought them for you. Go ahead.
All right, these last two, they kind of interesting. One says, "The chance increase of me getting in the draws." So I mean,
that shouldn't be a factor, bro. That should not be a factor. If your concern is getting draws just so you can pay for something, then you don't deserve that woman anyway. I'm just gonna keep it real, bro. Like getting a piece of butt, like getting a piece of butt should be the last thing on your mind. You should be about vibing.
Yeah. And then the last one says that she letting me pipe, so same thing.
Don't pipe, getting butt, cheeks. That should be the last thing on their mind, bro. Like, you don't even know if this girl gonna vibe. Because here's the thing. One that OG had put me up on game. He was like, even if you take a girl out and y'all don't work out, if she still feel like y'all cool, guess what? You could just add another friend to your list.
Yeah.
You just made a good friend. But if you just
worried about the butt and stuff.
If you just worry about the butt, then she probably gonna look at you later on and say, well, damn, that's all he want me for. You don't do that. And now, guess what? You lost out on a good girl for a girlfriend and a friend.
Yeah.
I'd much rather you be my friend than my girl, even if we try something. So,
I feel like if we cool, I don't mind, buying you a gift somebody every now and then on the blue moon,
Oh,
yeah. I feel like if I see potential in either, I don't mind it. Like, we all like, if it's just me, like, if I know you don't be the main one I'm focused on, I don't care. I'll buy you, I'll buy you a QT slush, I'll buy you 30
QT slush is straight.
You know what I'm saying? If I see somebody in public,
sour apple flavor, though.
I mean, I'm more of a blue raspberry.
I like blue raspberry from QT.
But yeah, like, if I feel like we got something working on, and I feel like, how you acting straight, then I don't mind, buying you something every now and then under the blue moon, if we not like together.
Yeah, it really be just the ungrateful people. I just can't. I can't really help you out with, bro. I just can't. I can't deal with you.
Yeah, why that side of the ungrateful part, man?
I mean, because you got women that they want you to pay for stuff, but shit, you ungrateful.
Yeah.
I'm not paying for you. You ungrateful. Like, you can't even have a good conversation with me. So.
All right. So boom. Let's retract real quick. Right with that dry female.
All right.
The check comes. You splitting the bill. She's acting funny the whole night.
I put it like this: if I could see where she means well, because she might be shy.
Yeah. If
it's a consistent dry thing with her, then I'm gonna split the bill maybe that third or fourth time. But that first time, I'll pick up the tab.
Yeah.
But if it continues to happen, you can just go ahead and split the bill.
All right. So let's get back to the ladies. So I said, ladies, what do you look for in a man? What do you think? What do you think women nowadays look for in a man? Let me get your opinion real quick. Let's not get too much trouble.
Let's not get too much trouble. Of course, these women they like a man with money. I've never met a woman that don't like a man without money. I feel like a woman also will like a man that's in touch with his sensitive side.
Mm-hmm.
The only problem is being in touch with the sensitive side. The men lose their dominance as the alpha male.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying men rule the relationships or anything like that, but traditionally speaking, and as history shows itself, the male species has always been dominant.
Mm-hmm.
That's just how it's always been.
So a woman who knows her role should.
I feel like a woman that knows her role is a blessing.
Yeah.
I'm not saying, stay in the kitchen and cook and clean all day. I feel like a woman can be a breadwinner too.
Yeah.
However, there's just certain things a woman just needs to stay in her place about. Meaning when it comes to grown man business, you should be putting in your input. Like, when two grown folk talking, like when two grown men are talking, they handling some business or they politicking, you shouldn't be butting in. Like, stay in your place. You know what I'm saying? Because this had nothing to do with you.
Let me hate for one more time. So how do you feel? I don't like this, but how do you feel when you see women say they want a hood nigga or like
a hood nigga?
Yeah.
Those women are childish. Cause I'm gonna be honest with you. You don't. When you see these people like doctors or nurses, teachers, that's in their 30s that look good, you don't never hear them say, "Oh, I want me a hood nigga." Wrong. You hear them say, "I want a good man."
Yeah.
Those are the type of women I'm into. Yeah. A woman that want a good man, not a hood nigga. Because what these ladies don't understand, these hood niggas or hood niggas, they put on a facade, man. Yeah. Anybody could wear a grill, sag a little bit, flex the money. Yeah. Chain, ice, and all of a sudden they a hood nigga. Yeah. I could post a picture of me on Jose Williams and 2nd Avenue in East Lake Meadows with my partners, and guess what? I'm a hood nigga. Anybody can do that. Yeah. But until they really learn that lifestyle,
it's not what they want.
It ain't what you want. Because what happens is I could really take you to where some hood niggas be, where like back in my hometown in Augusta. I'm talking about 1st, 2nd, and 3rd Avenue. This right off Old Savannah Highway. Yeah. I can tell you what struggle is like in the projects where, like, they struggling. Yeah. Like, they don't sleep out there because it's like you have kids 10, 11, 12. They walking around with pistols. Yeah. I could teach them what hood is. Yeah. Like these. What people post on the gram and stuff, that ain't hood, man. Yeah, nah. That ain't hood.
I know, like, where my family from, it's not, you don't want to.
It ain't hood.
It ain't what you want. I just get mad because it's like, as men, we're taught growing up, be respectful to women,
See, it just
get your priorities right, But then you get somewhere else, it's like, oh, well, I want a guy who, is yada, yada, yada. And that's not true. I just get, I'm not gonna lie, I get mad about it. I get upset about it. I get kind of jealous. I'm like, damn.
I'm just gonna keep it real, which be the only reason they want these hood niggas is because they haven't been hit upside their head by one yet. I'm just gonna keep it real with you, bro. Every female, or not every female, but the women that claim they want hood niggas, they want one until he get mad and bust them upside the head. Then guess what? All of a sudden, I need me a good man.
We do not condone domestic violence in this body.
Yeah, right. We don't, and I'm all against it. But that's what it's really gonna. It's sad to say, but it's gonna take that in order for these women to realize this hood facade they want. That ain't what they really want.
All right, so let me see the ladies. So this lady's all right. So, ooh, this one's nice. This box ain't big enough for all of that.
What's that, BBW?
I don't know. I guess her thing got some power to it. So.
Oh wow.
So I guess it takes a lot to satisfy her. So hey, more power to you.
Any woman that claims her box is that good.
I think she was joking, but it's still funny.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, yeah.
Next one we got.
I ain't gonna say it. But
next one, let's not get trouble, man. Next one we got college degree, loyalty, faithful, sweet, not cheap. Like the idea of supporting each other.
Okay, so I'm all for it except for that first part she said. She said college degree. Yeah. Nowadays you don't need a degree to be a good man or successful. Did you know that?
I mean, I guess, yeah.
You look at me, I have no degree. Yet it's still I'm in my
maybe
career.
She meant, somebody who I guess goal oriented and they know.
Well, just say that then.
Well,
she can't say degree because damn, that kind of put out a lot of these people.
Well, I'm still in that big sense.
Oh yeah, I'm saying like you could be successful and not have a degree like me. So I'm just keeping it real. I have credentials. I don't have a degree, but I have decent and good credentials.
I feel like a degree maybe is just a good stepping stone to get where you want to be.
Like, it is.
If you know what you want to do.
If you know what you want to do.
Like for you, like you need a degree to be a firefighter. Not really.
Exactly. Not an EMT.
Yeah, but
or a firefighter.
You're still on your way to be to the top, man.
4 jobs. I'm still holding it down, man.
All right. So next we got goal-oriented, determined, sweet, makes me laugh, secure, goofy, and attractive. So obviously
who is that? If you don't mind me asking. Okay, whoever said that, y'all can go. You can go ahead and just hit my DMs. I am single, because that's exactly who I am. I'm just keeping it real with you and the people. I'm just keeping it real. So you know who you are. Go ahead and just hit that DM.
I like the goofiness.
Message me.
Like I can like I'm a goofy person. You know, you're always joking too much. Well, I like to have fun. I'm not life is short, man. You have to laugh while we can. Next one we got consistency, height, and ambition.
Height. Okay, so consider height. Like what's height? Like, is she short? Is this person short?
I don't think so. Maybe she might be like average woman height.
What's average woman height? Like 5'4"?
I think
5'4", 5'5".
Maybe 5'6".
So maybe. I got height on her, so it's like my height considered height.
How tall are you?
I think I'm like 5'9.5", 5'10".
Ladies, I am 6'1". So high ambition.
Hold on, what's that? Who said that one? I ain't gonna do it to you, but yeah, I ain't gonna do it to you, but you got dibs.
What you mean? No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's all you right there, B. That's all you.
Well, let me get the jumper warmed up then. High ambition. I can never get into ambition. I can never get like that word because I think
ambition.
I always think ambition is like
it's like goal driven.
Yeah,
like you driven. Like how ambitious are you?
Oh, okay. Because I always think of like I always think of that as like more of a verb than just an adjective. But I get strong. Oh yeah, all right. Yeah. Let me get the jumper warmed up for a little bit. All right. Last one we have goofy, loving, caring, understanding, good hygiene, good style, and aggressive. My only thing with that one is, can you be goofy and aggressive?
I think you can, but it takes a certain somebody to do it.
Okay.
Everybody can't be goofy and aggressive. You gotta be one or the other.
Like you get on me about my struggles of pulling women.
Right.
I'm not aggressive. Like
right.
So
you ain't aggressive.
Can you explain that to me and to the people? What you mean by that?
When I say you're not aggressive enough, you play the nice guy role for too long, and if that's you, then you still be true to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a woman out there that wants that nice guy all the time.
So I need to put.
However, you do have to put you gotta put your foot down a little bit and just.
Can you give me an example?
Like if a woman if she's constantly saying, "You gonna do this for me? You gonna do that for me?" You gonna say, "No."
I can do that.
No, And then if a woman, like my biggest thing with you be is, and this is my boy, ladies and gentlemen.
I love criticism.
I love my boy. Just a little constructive criticism. When we're out and there's other women around, and you see me talking to one woman, mm-hmm. and she happens to have a friend, I try to.
Okay, all right, yeah.
Throw you a little lob there, like, hey, this is my boy Barry. He got some good jobs. He's in college, degreed up. You would sit back and you'll just be like, hey,
I know how you are.
No, swear, Barry.
Man, all right.
You will stay on your phone and not even look at them. Like, they could be talking to you, you don't never talk to them. And that's the only thing that pisses me off, because it almost looks like man, like who you be hanging around with.
All right, so, I guess I can work on that. All right. Maybe next time we go somewhere, I might be a little more persuasive.
Please do.
I don't want to make you look bad. All right. Next question, back to the fellas. What do you look for in a woman? So we get hygiene, sense of humor, loyalty, genuine and considerate. And then if she let me pipe. I think that was another joke, but so what do you look for in a woman, DJ?
Man, just be real, bro. Keep it honest with me, man. Keep it real. Consistency, Communication. Pleasing me isn't hard. Every woman like thinks so. It's hard to please her. He's difficult.
No,
It's not. I'm just looking for 4 things: honesty,
mm-hmm.
consistency,
Mm-hmm.
honesty, consistency, communication, and be cute. I mean, that's it. Is that hard?
Are there any physical features that like what you look for, or do you have a type like that?
Yes, I do. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not into fake butts. I hate fake butts.
I don't think the woman we probably surround
Fake boobs, fake butts. I hate them all.
Mm-hmm.
I like natural, meaning
as long as it's real,
man. If it's real,
you gonna love it.
I'm gonna love it regardless. How little it is. I like real. Like don't do that fake shit. Oh, a girl with a lot of makeup. I hate that with a passion, bro. A girl with heavy makeup. Just throw some eyelashes on. Throw a little bit of makeup on. We can work like that.
Mm-hmm.
But when you coat your face and cake that shit up on your face, I hate that shit with passion. Like don't even talk to me, bro. Don't even talk. Don't look my way. Don't talk to me. I'm not affiliated with you. I like pure beauty, bro. Pure beauty.
You like the natural.
Pure beauty. I don't like all that weave in folks' head too. I like natural hair. Like wear your afro out. Wear some twist out. Wear your braids. Braid your hair up a little bit. You ever seen like little puff balls?
Yeah.
Girls wear. That's my favorite hairstyle.
I hope they don't kill you in the comments, man.
Huh?
I hope they don't kill you in the comments.
They can kill me all they want to. This the Leberry season podcast show, not they show. They want their own show.
Let me see.
Buy some mics and get their own show.
I think. I like this. I like a little bit of style. I like, you ain't gotta be like designer, but you know how to dress. Funny.
I like sundresses. I ain't seen not one sundress all summer.
Well, we ain't really had no summer, so
I know.
That's that. Maybe next year, hopefully. So yeah, it's good style, good sense of humor. Somebody who's caring, compassionate. Like to have fun. Likes to communicate. Let me know where I'm slipping at. Let me know what's on your mind. Damn, I'm trying to think. Well, yeah. Smart, of course, gotta be smart. Gotta have good head on the shoulders.
Right.
I really don't have a preference or a type like physical wise. I really don't. As long as you like me and you cute, we gonna make this thing work. So yeah, I feel like that's all we look for in a woman. We got do we have a type? What we get? Slick, tall and Caribbean, yes. No type, just go by 5 attraction. Not really. Looking back, I've been involved with totally different people every time. Well, that's good for you. You like diversity, I guess. Yes. Marcus Allen, but in real life, no, we just got a vibe. Okay, so yeah, that makes sense. I like that. I like those answers we got from the people. All right, let's get juicy real quick. All right, you got something for me?
I got something for you.
Oh,
in your opinion, is it possible for a woman or a man to be a hoe and a housewife or house husband simultaneously?
When you mean hoe, do you mean like
hoe,
like sex all the time with other people?
Yeah, but still come home to you and do husband things and housewife things.
Are they public with it, or are they like real private with it?
Nah, they private with it. Is that possible?
It depends how well they carry themselves when they walk home. Because you can be somebody different. You can be somebody outside the house, totally different than inside the house. You can be somebody like you said, caring and smooth and like make sure everything's straight. So I mean, it might work behind closed doors, but I don't know if it can work publicly.
Okay.
If you allow, what was that, episode 3? Would you, all right, so let's say your wife, let's say the woman you're dealing with isn't like too big on having sex, and she allows you to have sex with other women. Would you like take those chances? No. Would you go get your free card or your hall pass?
Nah, I still gotta stay true to myself.
Yeah.
There's another question I wanted to ask you. Should a woman depend on a man she's casually dating that she's casually having sex with to pay her bills?
Is it dating or you having sex with?
It's just casual sex. Does a woman expect does a woman depend? Should a woman depend on the guy she's casually having sex with to pay her bills?
She shouldn't, but if he does, I'm not mad at him. Like if she treating you right and she's satisfying you, then yeah, you can help her out a little bit. If that's our relationship, then yeah, I'm not mad at that.
Okay.
What you say?
I don't think she should depend on that man if y'all just having sex. Because at the end of the day, if y'all just casually having sex, you didn't lay the foundation.
Oh, like friends with benefits, something like that?
Yeah.
Ooh,
like, nah, because it's like you didn't lay the foundation on who you are and what y'all are.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if I'm paying your bills, we got to have some type of a title.
Yeah. Like,
I don't pay my friends' bills. Like, you know, I don't do that.
Yeah. If we like friends with benefits, and then I don't think I'm paying your bills.
I mean, I might buy you a cheeseburger, but that's about it.
I might help you a little bit, you know. If you struggling, maybe yeah. But if you
there's other people out here that's struggling. If you go, there's an app called Indeed that got jobs. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Indeed. Well, if you haven't, for those that don't know what Indeed is, it's an app. Go on your Google Play Store or your Apple Store, and type in Indeed. It's a job finding app. Type in what you want to do in your area, and go ahead and search for a good job.
All right, so I've been meaning to ask you this for like the last 2 weeks. Me and my friend's conversation about like 2-3 weeks ago.
Is your friend a female or a guy?
Female.
All right, so it can go one or two ways.
Oh, my bad. All right, so she asked me. She says, she was like, "When's the last time you like been out with a woman and stuff like that?" She was like, "I said it's been about a year now." I tried to talk to somebody early in the year, but it didn't work out too well. What?
You said it's been a year since you've been out with a woman?
Like, seriously, like...
Okay.
What you like...
Okay, no, I thought you... Never mind.
I ain't been on a date in a while, I don't think. Man, it's been a while. Like, a date, yes. I ain't been on a date in a minute. Yeah, but she said, like, when I've been serious with a woman, it's been close to about a year almost. Maybe 8 months, maybe. I don't know.
All right.
And she says, well, I was like, oh, I think women don't really like me that well. She says, how do you know? I'm like, you can tell when a woman doesn't like you, right?
Yeah, you can tell. Like, if I'm getting a vibe where it's like everything I say, you kind of just like ignoring it a little bit.
Yeah, like if we
ain't got nothing to talk about, bro. Like, once you ignore me, it's like, okay, then I see what type of vibe we on. So,
like, if you barely text me back, then you obviously don't like me.
right.
Then you can call me at the blue. I mean, I'm gonna phone me. I'm excited to talk to you, of course. But if you don't do that, and let's see what else I got. Like, yeah, like morning conversations. Y'all hit each other up. Like, she replies to you maybe every other day. She obviously doesn't like you.
Yeah, that's true.
Conversations be dry. So I asked the fellas the same thing. Let me see what we got. We get yes, definitely, yep. And one guy says nope. They can't even tell when they like you. So that's funny. I kind of feel that a little bit. So what do you look for when you're talking to a woman to see if she likes you back or if she's interested in you?
I tell her a little bit more about myself. If she's asking questions, I actually seem really interested about what I'm telling her, then that's normally a good sign. Mm-hmm. If she just hops on to like the next question and she's not really seeming more enthusiastic about what you do and who you are, she probably don't really.
Okay, who should instigate the first meetup for the man or the woman?
I feel like a man should. That's a
yeah.
But I'm not against a woman doing it either. If it just happens to be on her mind, like, hey, look, tomorrow I get off work early. You know.
Oh yeah,
if you want to meet me here, we can.
That's the alley right there. Yeah.
I'm like, sure. All right, good. I like the initiative.
So then I flipped it to the ladies. I said, ladies, do you hide it when you're interested in somebody? What do you think they said?
They probably said no. But that'll be a lie. That'll be a lie. If they said no, that'll be a lie.
I got a nope, not at all. No, keep it 100. I wouldn't even consider going on dates at all.
The amount of cap.
I'm not getting a sign. If I'm not getting a sign, like they like me, I'll hide it. But it seemed like they make it clear. Yes, sir, I like a chase.
We didn't ask for all that. We just said yes or no. Do you hide it?
Yes, sir, I like a chase. Nope, and then duh.
You like a chase.
And then we'll get to that. Last one says, Dub, in case he decides to mess it up.
I'm
trying to tell you.
My fault. Hold on, my fault. If you want to, if you like to chase, let me go ahead and stretch my hamstrings.
Oh, let me see.
Let me go ahead and stretch my hamstrings.
Go ahead. There you go.
That's dead. I ain't chasing after no woman. Believe that.
But you know, I really think women don't like when you like them. I think women
They like attention.
But no, I think women want to make you like them. I think
they like a challenge.
Yeah,
they like a challenge.
I'm gonna get tired of changing up.
That's why you don't entertain them as heavy as they entertain you, because they want a challenge. If a woman claims that, listen, and just watch what I'm saying here, right? You like a woman, and if she's constantly told by other guys, man, you're so pretty, oh my gosh, like, you know, she keep hearing the same thing over and over again. You got to be the different one that really don't sweat her as much. Like, if you link up with her and she look good, just be like you know she look good, but don't tell her that. Just think in your mind, be like, damn, she look good, but you can't let her know that, because now you boosting her head up. But if you make it a challenge saying, like, yeah, straight.
It's straight.
It's straight. But guess what? Now, guess what?
What?
She gonna come back even harder trying to really impress you, which that works in your favor. Cause now she's putting in the effort.
She might get tired of like not giving her enough attention.
Shit. Let me tell you something, right? About me. What I tell you a while back? For every one girl I lost, I gained how many more?
2 or 3 back.
Two or three more back, and that's just facts. So you can't really sweat or put a lot of effort in trying to impress these females. And same thing with the girls. Y'all can't put a lot of stress in trying to entertain us.
All right, so let's say you got an Instagram crush.
All right.
She might upload some of her story every other day. Out of 3 or 4 times, how many times have you commented on her picture saying
I don't comment?
You don't?
Because everybody else gonna do it. Why do I have to be? I want to be the different one that don't comment.
So how do you make your move then?
Once you get the picture, you know, it's like you gotta.
But if you're not giving no compliments, then how's she gonna get the picture?
Like all the pictures, like them all. Don't comment on the pictures, but DM her. You
don't both or one of the
put you on free game. Oh god, free game. Last time I put both up on free game. There was a time when I was dating a Whoop de Whoop. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't think it was messed up, but the only thing I did was comment under this other girl's picture. Check your DM. I just wanted to ask her a question, right?
I remember this.
And it was a simple question. It was nothing like to try to shoot my shot or anything, right? It was nothing to shoot my shot. It was just a simple question, like, how do you know such and such, right?
Yeah.
But her friend, my ex's friend, followed that girl, and I didn't know that they followed each other. When she screenshotted that to my ex at the time was my girl.
Yeah.
And was like, yo man told another girl to check her DMs. And now guess what? That made it look like I tried to shoot my shot. But it really wasn't anything. That's why I don't comment on the girls' pictures no more. I just DM them.
Why did you DM her in the first place?
Huh?
Why did you DM her in the first place?
Because I wanted to know. I had a friend, I'm not gonna name drop him, but he said that he knew this girl, and I ain't gonna lie to you, this girl was way too pretty. I did not figure that he knew her. Like this dude was ugly as hell. Like how the fuck?
Boy, you was in trouble that time.
I was in trouble that time, so I was like, you know, from now on, just DM somebody. I'm not even gonna comment. So, because you never know who's watching your comments.
Yeah, especially now, because it pops up if you follow the same. All right, so boom. If I see a woman, if I have an Instagram crush, you telling me don't comment on her pictures.
Don't comment on the picture, just DM it, but still like the picture.
Like, okay, so let's say she does a hard eyes rate, you know, for a picture. Do I do the rate or do I just move along?
Just let it ride. You're doing too much. Be different. Don't entertain them as much as they want you to.
So how do I know? Like, how do I let her know I'm interested in her? What do I?
Well, that you gonna have your time, young grasshopper. You gonna learn. You gonna know your time. You gotta vibe with her first, see who she is. Then when you become cool with her, then you say, hey, look, by the way, I know we've been talking for like about 2-3 months now, but I just want to let you know, I've been crushing, since I first kind of saw you. By the way.
Alright, I'm gonna have to write that down. Game plan on that. I'm gonna go to the drawing board.
There's actually a book I want you to read. It's called Men's Society. It's a good book. It's just teaching you different ways to approach things that a man should in his manhood. Meaning, it'll teach you ways how to like dress for certain occasions, how to talk to women in certain events, how to get a woman to notice you, how to network. It's basically a men's guidebook. So if you're ever on Amazon or Audible Books, go ahead and check that book out. Great read. As a matter of fact, I read a little bit of it on Sunday. It's a really dope book, so really try it out.
Just a quick break, real quick.
Yo.
What's up, bro? Yo.
What up?
What's up, G? What's up, bro?
What's up?
Hey, I'm finna say, so what time boys getting together, man?
We linking up around 6:37.
Yeah.
Around that.
Where everybody at?
Corn just made it back to Atlanta.
Pac-Man's gonna meet us there around 9.
Pat gonna meet us around there 9.
We ain't heard from Turo yet.
We haven't heard from Turo, but I got some other people from the fire department, folks I graduated with, and folks is already out in the field. I got some ladies coming through. Yeah.
Congratulations, too, nigga.
Appreciate that. Oh, you ain't gotta dress up or nothing.
What time Portland play too?
They're gonna have a game on at
they play at 9.
They're gonna have a game on at
I already know
2.
the game will be on. Game gotta be on.
They play at 9.
9 up there?
Yeah.
Alright, sure. Alright. Yeah. Alright, I'm finna get right now. I'm from y'all at your house?
Yeah.
At your house, Gary?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna get ready now. Just pull up on you.
That's
it.
it.
Just go follow you type thing.
That's a bet.
Alright, send me low.
Alright.
Alright, bitch.
Well, a new study finds that black newborns in the U.S. are 3 times more likely to pass away when looked at after.
Yeah, because like, they don't
white
need
doctors.
taking care of black women in the hospitals, man. It's crazy.
I feel like people should know that. Fun fact of the day.
You know that. Alright, let's see this dude. Alright, y'all, we are back, and it is that time for the topic. It is time for the hot question of the week. I want to thank all of those who participated. You will now be entered in the raffle for the special $10. And if you answer a question that I asked you on the spot, we're gonna make it 20.
Make it 20.
Alright, so here's what here.
Hold up,
man.
That's good gas money right there, man.
Here's a question I asked y'all. What was the craziest date, situation, or experience you've been through? You got one when you get to the people?
After the people, man. I'll say right after the people.
I don't know. Alright, boom. The first entry was, we were supposed to see a movie because he was coming in town from a certain city. I think it was about 2 hours away. Maybe an hour and a half. I can't remember. He came at like 9:30, so we didn't eat because the movie started at 10. He came at 8:30, so yeah, he was already late. He pulls up and he sees someone else in the car. He said it was his cousin, so I'm blowed, and we went anyways. I didn't want to go. Like, he sat in the back seat and everything weird, which is weird to be honest. And he sat in the movie with us, so everything was just weird. Yeah, like, you going out with a woman, man, don't bring nobody else with you.
Don't bring nobody else with you unless you got another girl or another person for that other person. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Meaning, like, if you take a girl with you and you want to come, well, you got to know that somebody else is going to pull up with y'all to keep you occupied. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's the only way that you can come. But if I know it's going to be a third wheel thing, nah, buddy. Nah, stay home.
I can go with you, man?
Stay home. No, stay home.
I can't come with you, man?
It's Mr. Nasty time. Stay home.
All right. Next one we have. We went on a date to Dave & Buster's. We played games, got hungry, so we ate at the restaurant. He's like, order whatever you want. parentheses. I still don't like to do that. So okay, the tab came up to be $50, and the lady brings out the tab. He rushes to get it. He's like, I never let a woman pay. I'm a gentleman. Blah blah blah. So I'm like, okay. The lady takes his card, comes back, and says his card got declined. So he's like, try it again. Declined again.
Damn, wait a minute, twice?
Yeah, twice.
Oh no.
He didn't have any other way to pay for it, so of course I paid for it. This is the woman who sent us the entry, so shout out to you.
Wait a minute, his car got declined twice?
Yeah.
No.
No. Got to be more careful, big fella.
Hanging with these broke men.
All right, hold on, wait, I ain't done yet. All right, so he didn't have any other way to pay, so of course I paid for it. Then that day got super awkward just the rest of the day because I had to pay for the fact that he got the car declined twice. So I feel bad because I could tell the whole dynamic changed. It was our second date. Yeah, that's tough, man.
That's tough.
All right, number 4.
You have insufficient funds.
Oh, damn, boss. All right. Next entry says she was with this guy. They went to go smoke behind this guy at his apartment, and we was going to go to the movies. So I guess they went to the movies. We went back to his room. I was getting my stuff from his room so she could leave. He sat down next to her. It was like, you want to watch this Fire Stick? And then I dipped. So I guess he obviously was not. He didn't have no luck that night because she wanted to dip. And thankfully, she got out safe and sound. So shouts out to you.
No Fire Stick and chill? Damn. It's like that?
What do you mean Fire Stick fuck?
Golly.
All right, next one we have. My ex found a condom in my car and she thought I was cheating on her. When in reality, it was a condom me and her used the night before.
Yeah, that's yeah. You can go ahead and kiss your chances goodbye, buddy, with that one.
Well, I mean, I think he got out of it because it was out. That is hilarious, man. So you got any situations for you that you want to share? Bro, that sucks, man. Your car got declined twice.
Yeah.
I feel like you should have cash and a car in your backup car just in case. Like, that's just me, man. You got a story you want to tell for the people?
I think really the worst date experience I had was I was supposed to link up with this girl, and I think it was like IHOP, and she ended up bringing her homegirl, and her homegirl was ordering food as if, you know, she had her own money.
Mm-hmm.
And it came to the bill. The girl I was supposed to be taking out, she was like, "Oh yeah, if you can't get my friend, girl, he got you. Don't worry, he got a good job." I was like,
ain't that what Chris was about that one time? Like, he took a girl and her friend came and he had to pay for both of them.
I'm not taking. Nah, so I had to shut that down real quick. Nah. I got a good job, but nah, I'm not paying for your friend. She was like, why not? I was like, because I didn't ask your friend out. I asked you out. You the one that brought your nappy-headed friend here. Like, ain't nobody tell you to do that.
All right. For me, let me see. I don't think I had a bad day. Let me see. Well, wait. Yeah. All right. So I had feelings for this girl for probably about 2 years. And then we was off. It was never really consistent between those 2 years. But like the last, probably for a good month or two, we was getting a little serious. You know, we talked about hanging out, man. So yeah, I drove to where she stayed, picked her, we went to the movies, had dinner, and then unfortunately, like it was not like that. Like we said, she was very dry. I didn't have that much fun. You know, the place we went to, the food wasn't that good. So of course, I thought if I went to Checkers, got me a little double hamburger, you know, with the bacon, because obviously the food wasn't that good. So you know, I feel like that was probably my worst date experience. I haven't had that many too much bad dates. So now I'm going to do a little raffle for y'all. Let me see. All right, so shuffle. How we spinning? All right, let me see. Why don't you go ahead and spin the wheel? Hold on, let me get this for.
All right. tell me
don't do it, chill.
So what I press the?
You just gotta click the wheel. So let me go ahead.
But I'm saying, do I click the arrow or?
You know what I said? Just tap the spin. All right, so.
Oh, tap the spin. Okay.
Yeah. All right, so let's go. This is live. We're recording. And who was our winner for the $10?
Miss Ebony.
All right, shouts out to you. Shouts out to you. Win the $10.
Ebony, you get $10. Good job. Congratulations. Y'all be sure to subscribe, like, follow all the 9 yards on the Leberry Season podcast on all forms of social media.
Appreciate you coming out another episode of the Social Hour Down Pat.
Shake and bake, baby. Shake and bake.
I'm getting to a little bit of sports and sneaker talk real quick, so go down again and bear with me. So all right, so
That's all you.
it's what's today? It's Friday. It's Thursday. We got the it's a good series. We got the Thunder playing the Rockets right now. Thunder up 2. They're down 0-1. I think Houston might can pull this game out. Let me see. I want to see how well they're shooting first, because Houston plays at 3-point basketball. Most of their shots come from 3. Let me see how everybody's shooting. 3 spots. Sheesh, yeah. 3. I think Houston might can pull back and maybe it's a 2 or series. I think Houston got a better team. I think they I feel they got better chemistry. They got guys that have been there before. This Thunder team is really young. So yeah, I think Houston gonna pull this one out. I got them winning maybe 4-2 in the series.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 4-2. Shut you up real quick. We ain't got time for that. Yeah, 4-2. Let me see what else I got. NBA scores. Let me just do a quick little recap of what's going on. Yeah, all right. So I got the Heat. They up 2-0 on the Pacers now. I feel like Miami has a better team. I feel Indiana might can get one game out of there. T.J. Warren's been playing amazing when the bubble started, but he hasn't been up to par since then. So I feel like Miami gonna straight and then get this series over quickly. I'm gonna go 4-1 now. I don't know if they're gonna win 2 games the way they've been playing. Like Miami had played really well today. They had some they was really hustling. Like you could tell Indiana wasn't in it. The Magic beat the Bucks the other night, but I feel like they got lucky. They might can win one more. So what's that? Yeah, I'm gonna go 4-2. Bucks winning the series. Lakers and the Trailblazers. Dame Dollar did his thing as well. I feel like if Lakers don't make any adjustments, they gotta guard that pick and roll higher. Like as soon as Dame crosses half court, somebody gotta pick him up. You might gotta do a boxing one on him, like the Raptors did with the Warriors last year, because you gotta control Dame. Like if you control Dame, it's gonna be a tough series for Portland. AD got to step up in the fourth quarter, because that's what they brought him here to do. If you want to be a superstar in this league, if you want to be a top 10 player, you got to show up in the fourth quarter. LeBron, I feel like LeBron's being too passive. He has to attack at all times. I'm not mad with the 15 and 16 assists, the career high, but you LeBron James. You got to do what you got to do. You got to attack every time, every chance you get. Danny Green, KCP got to make their shots. So, but if you take that down, maybe 5 or 6 assists, and you get 12 points, if you LeBron, y'all gonna pull this thing out. So I think LeBron should be more passive. I think LeBron should be more aggressive. Yes, sir. I feel like LeBron should be more aggressive. That way the Lakers can end this series quickly, because I think they have a better team. Like Portland is deep. They had a lot of injuries through the years. So that's why they're in the AC. They played well in the bubble. So I might have this one going. This might go 7, but I'm gonna say 4-2 LA to be safe on the safe side. Raptors and the Nets. Nets had obviously they all feel like Raptors had a better team. Yesterday it was announced that Joe Harris has left the bubble for non-medical reasons, so this might be a sweep. I got Toronto 4-0 the rest of the way going through. Probably the best series of the playoffs so far might be his Jazz Nuggets, because they're so explosive. Mitchell had 56 the other night. He dropped 30 again. So yesterday, I feel like Donovan making his name for himself as usual he does in the playoffs. I feel like whoever wins this series is probably going to get eliminated next round. I feel like the Nuggets have a better team. They have more firepower, but they have a good coach in Mike Malone. But Dan Snyder is a good coach as well. So this might go 7. I didn't think it would go 7. I had it going 5 or 6 maybe with Denver winning, but I feel like this is the series that might go 7 games. Sixers and the Sixers and the Celtics. No Ben Simmons. You know, like last night, Embiid had 34. That was the game high, but they still lost by 27. So Embiid got to do something. Horford's not playing well. Tobias Harris isn't playing well. Philadelphia is paying those guys big money, so this is a disappointment to me because I had Philly actually going to the ECF, but then unfortunately Ben Simmons got hurt. Horford's not playing up to par. Tobias Harris isn't playing up to par, so it might be time to blow everything up. I feel like Brett Brown is coming back next year, so it's going to be a sticky situation in Philadelphia, man. Hopefully they get somebody who can control those guys, get them to play well. You know, first game Embiid didn't have that many touches. He only had 14 touches. And they barely lost that game. And then you finally get Embiid get 34 and they get blown out. So it's a tough situation in Philadelphia. So who knows what happened tonight? Who knows what will happen for the city of Philadelphia and the 76ers. Mavericks and the Clippers. I had the Clippers winning the NBA Finals. But this might be their toughest matchup because Luka is obviously playing like a top 10 player in the league. You know, Paul George didn't show up last night. Kawhi does what Kawhi does. He had 35 and 10. Kawhi is, in my opinion, probably the best player in the league right now, behind Giannis maybe, depending on how you look at it, because, you know, Giannis hasn't been stepping in the playoffs recently, so it's going to be a good series. I still got, you know, LA winning, I'm going to say 4-2, because obviously the Clippers bench didn't show up that well last night. Paul George didn't shoot that well. That's not going to happen every night, ladies and gentlemen. So I got that going. 6-game series, Clippers taking out the Mavericks. And sneaker news, not that much of a big deal in Jordans this week, but next week I'm very excited because next week is Mamba week. We got 4 pair of Kobe's coming out next week.
Ain't you supposed to be saving up for a house?
I can buy a pair of shoes for a house, man.
Go ahead.
It's like 1/4 for a check, man. I'll be alright. I got money saved up, man. Don't worry about it. Don't be pocket watching, man. We alright over here, man. But yeah. I'm going to try to get my hands on at least 1 pair of Kobe's next week, man. I hope no box take over for me, man. I'm really sad. They got a Kobe jersey come out as well. I saw a leak.
Got a question.
What's up?
If you see a Jordan shoe, let's just say you like 12s, right?
A little bit, yeah.
But you meant like 11s. What's your favorite Jordan?
Like the favorite silhouette or just favorite shoe?
Favorite silhouette. You look like you wear 8s.
Nah, I wear 8s.
You wear 9s?
I got 1 pair of 9s. Favorite Jordan. Damn.
What retro?
My favorite Jordan, like shoe, is either the Brand 6 or the Brand 4.
So
but like
you like 6s.
But my favorite silhouette is probably the 11s.
Okay. So if Jordan made a 11 shoe named Ohio State
I'm not wearing
on
it.
the tongue
I'm not
of
wearing
Ohio State.
I'm not wearing
Are
nothing
you
Ohio
wear
State.
it?
I'm not wearing nothing Ohio State.
Okay. Because I was just seeing like where your loyalty was.
It's in Michigan, so I got a pair of
Is it
Michigan
the Jordan or
Blazers.
is it the Michigan? I
I got
know.
a pair of Michigan Blazers I'm wearing tonight when we hit the streets tonight, man. So yeah, I'm staying true to Michigan.
Wait a minute. Where we going tonight, D?
Tell me some people where we going out, man.
Man, we going to good old Pseudo Bar and Grill. That's right. I said it, folks. Pseudo Bar and Grill. There's 2 locations. One on Salem Road in Conyers, Georgia, and one on Panola Road in Ellenwood, Georgia. Okay, black-owned businesses. They got good hookah, good smokes. Yeah, you do. You got good drinks.
Celebrate night.
Some of the beautiful ladies, some of the prettiest women I've seen ever.
Celebrate night, ain't we, man?
Huh?
Let's celebrate tonight.
I know we don't celebrate. We got to celebrate, and we talked about this too. I said the moment you graduate and then I graduate, it's up. Don't think I forgot about you graduating.
I forgot about that, man.
Don't think I forgot about you graduating.
man. Hey,
But they got great wings. Anybody that know their wings,
in my opinion,
best wings in Conyers.
top 5 wings in the state of Georgia.
Top 5 in the state of Georgia.
Putting it down.
There it is, right there. You heard it, folks. Hey, you heard it here, folks. This the man with the plan right here.
So yeah, like I'm saying, what you got? What else you got?
I was gonna say good drinks, good smoke, good
Have
food.
some fun tonight, man. But yeah, like I said, Mamba Week coming up. I hope I get some good gear, man. Y'all know Kobe's my favorite basketball player, man. Hopefully I get some good gear. Man, great episode today, man. Good job today, man. This has been the Leberry Season Podcast. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter. LE. Is it raining? I gotta get a jacket real. Like I said, man, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, LEBERRYSZN_podcast. Find us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, LEBERRY season. That is SZN. Like always, it's been a pleasure. It's your boy Leberry, DJ. We out. Stay blessed. Oh.
Damn. How long do you think it's gonna rain for?
Time for the topic. It is time for the hot question of the week. I want to thank all of those who participated. You will now be entered in the raffle with a special $10. And if you answer a question that I asked you on the spot, you gotta be kidding me, man.
What?
It ain't. All right, so here's what. Hold up, man. Yes, man. It was a question I asked y'all. What was
Peace.
the